Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Children, as you all are aware that we were already doing chapter 12, that is geometry, and in that yesterday we have done symmetry, and we have done exercise 12.4, that is related to symmetry. So children, today we are going to start our next concept, that is again related to geometry, that is translation of 2D shapes. So children, if I'll show you one activity, and with that activity I'll make you understand the concept of translation. Translation means when sliding one object over the other, we cannot see the second object. Then we are saying yes, the second position is the translated position of that particular object. So what I have told you, just hear it once again. If I'll show you this CD, and the CD which I am having in my right hand, that is your position A. If this CD which I am having in my right hand, this is your position A and this is your position B. If I'll start sliding this CDA, and after sliding up to some extent, this CD will cover this whole CDB. So what I am saying, that now translated position of CDA is B. Translated position of CDA is B. See once again what I have told you. If I am having two CD or anything, two things I am having, either I can take triangle also, I can take anything. So if this CD is CDA, that is your position A, this is your position B, and I'll start sliding this CD, and after sliding it at one position, what I will find it out, that this position A will completely cover this position B. Then I'll say that translated position of A is B. So we'll understand. I hope you will be able to understand what do you mean by translation of a 2D shapes. Fine. Here I have taken circle. For example, for taking that example, I have taken this CD. So that is your translated position. Hopefully you will be able to understand. If I draw a triangle, this triangle I have drawn, and I'll ask that this is your position A, and one more triangle I am going to draw, and I will ask, is triangle B is the translated position of triangle A? So what we have seen just now, I have taken this example with this CD, that if I am having a CD on position A, and then slowly I am going to slide that. Translation means sliding. Understand with that only. Translation means sliding. Now here also, when I am going to slide this triangle A over the B, so A will cover the B triangle completely. If it is going to cover the triangle B completely, then I am going to say yes, position B is the translated position of A. If it will not be cover, if it is smaller or anything else, then I'm going to say no, it will not cover. Fine. So no, that triangle B is the translated position of triangle A. Hopefully you will be able to understand the concept of translation of 2D shapes. Now children, with this translation here, what will be the answer when triangle A will slide over triangle B? You will find it out that triangle A is a bit smaller than triangle B. So it is not going to cover, that is not similar to that. So here the answer will be no. So what do you understand? That for getting a translated position of any object, you must be having both the object is of same size. So now today we are going to do 2-3 concepts. First we have done this translation. Now number 2, that is reflection. Whenever you will be standing in front of a mirror, what do you see? You will see your mirror reflection. Mirror reflection. When you are going to raise your right hand, in the mirror you are going to find it out that in the mirror your image is raising the left hand. And when you are raising the left hand, you can find it out that in the mirror it was raising the right hand. So that is reflection, mirror reflection. So whenever we are making a mirror reflection, like if I draw L and here you are having this mirror. So what kind of this mirror, because that is polished figure. So other side you will find it out, the mirror figure of L is this. Opposite of that. Fine. So that is what? Reflection. Fine. When you will see your reflection in the mirror, that is your, in fact when you will see the reflection in the water also, that is again an example of reflection only. Fine. If you will see Taj Mahal in the Yamuna river, you will find it out, whatever you can see, that other one is the reflection of that. Now rotation, the third one which I have told you, that today we are going to learn many concepts, that is rotation. Rotation means when you will be having this rotation, you can consider with the fan. Fan is showing what kind of a movement, that is your rotation. And rotation is doing, all 3 wings of a fan is doing rotation. So here rotational symmetry will be 3. As many parts are moving, for example, you will be having a fan having 4 wings. This fan you are having, and this fan is having 1, 2, 3 and 4 wings. So here the rotational symmetry will be 4. Now what do you mean by rotational symmetry? Now here you are going to learn this, or you are going to understand this definition, that the original figure and the rotated figure are symmetrical. Now this type of symmetry is called rotational symmetry. Why it is called rotational symmetry? See, this is your original figure. Understand this. Rotational symmetry. I have taken here rotation, and along with that rotational symmetry we are going to do it. Now what do you mean by rotational symmetry? Rotational symmetry. See, here we are going to understand from here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now this fan, when I am going to rotate, when that fan is going to come on the original position, that you have to see. This is your one position. Once when I am going to rotate it, what you are going to get it? See this. Then this 1 number is going to come here. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Again when I am going to rotate it like this, then what happened? Again you will be getting this figure. And now this 1 will be coming on here. 2, 3 and 4. Then again when I am going to rotate it, then what happened? Again you will be getting this kind of a fan. And now this 1 will come on this position. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Again when I am going to rotate it, you have to rotate that particular figure up to that extent so that you will be getting this original one. Now when I am rotating this one, you will see that you will be getting this original one. 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is same as of this. So now how many times we have rotated this figure? How many times we have rotated this figure? 1, 2, 3 and 4 to get this original one. So here the rotational symmetry will become 4. So that's why the rotational symmetry will become 4. I hope you will be able to understand what we are talking about, rotational symmetry. Let's see once again. What do you mean by rotational symmetry? Rotational symmetry means when you are rotating a particular figure with that much number of times that you will be getting that original figure. Now we have taken this fan, and in this fan we were having 4 wings. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So once when we are rotating it, this 1 will come on this place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again when we are rotating it, again then 1 is going to come on this place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then again when we are rotating here, 1 will go on that place. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then again when we are rotating it from here, see this, 1 will come on that original position. 1, 2, 3 and 4. If position of fan 1 will be changed, accordingly the position of each number is going to change. Now how many times we rotate it? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here the rotational symmetry will become 4. So for this I am going to tell you a shortcut. The shortcut is, as many wings you are having, as many sides you are having, that will be the rotational symmetry. That number will become the rotational symmetry. You don't require to count each and every fan or anything, whatever you have. You don't require to rotate it each and every figure. So that is your rotational symmetry. So children, today we have done 3 concepts. First, translation. And translation, that is sliding of an object from position A to B, and that B will be the translated position if you will be getting the same triangle or same circle over there. So that is your translation of a 2D shape. Then reflection, that is your mirror reflection. And reflection symmetry also an important thing. That is, whatever size is there, that is not going to change. Only the direction of that object will be changed. Now third, that is rotational symmetry, or we can find it out, rotation. Rotation means when we are rotating a particular object with such a number of times so that you will be getting that original position. That is your rotational symmetry. So I hope that is clear. Now children, we are going to take this exercise 12.5. Again, that translation and reflection and rotational symmetry, that only we are going to see in all. Order of rotational symmetry is very important. That is, order of rotational symmetry I'll make you understand also. So let's start exercise 12.5. Exercise 12.5, question 1 is related to your translated position only. So let's see that. Question 1, is figure B the translated position of figure A? Now what is given to you here? Question number 1 we were doing here. Now you have been given with this figure, this triangle and one more triangle inside it and a dot. Now this is your position A. Now what have been asked, that translated position of figure A is figure B? So let's see. If that triangle is of same size, so how do you know that this figure A and figure B is of same size? You are going to slide this. Figure A you are going to slide over figure B. And when you are sliding it, you will be going to find it out that what I have told you here. If I'll ask here, is CDB is the translated position of CDA? This is B and this is A. So if I'll ask that CDB is the translated position of CDA, what I'll do? I'll just slide it, and what I will find it out that yes, this CD is getting covered by my position A picture or position A shape. Then I am saying that yes, that B is the translated position of figure A. So here also we'll find it out when I'll slide it, that I'll find it out that figure A and figure B is of same size. So what I'll write in the answer? Yes. Yes. You have been given with the box. Box is given in your book. You will write yes in that box. Now question number 2. Is figure B the translated position of figure A? Again you have been given with, in question number 2 also you have been given with 2 rectangles, and the name of one rectangle is A and the other rectangle, the name of this other rectangle is B. So what have been asked? If I slide this rectangle A over rectangle B, if it is going to cover it. So we'll find it out that yes, in your book the size of rectangle A is same as of B. So we'll write here again yes. Yes. The translated figure B is the translated position of figure A. So we will write here yes. So that only you have to see in this question number 2. Now we'll come to question number 3. Now can you obtain figure A after translating figure B? Now this can be asked in both the way. Whether figure A can be translated, or you will be getting figure B when the figure A will be translated, or you will be getting figure A when figure B will be translated. So here again you have been given with 2 figures, that is Z. So you will find it out that when we are sliding this figure B over figure A, then you will find it out that we will be getting the same figure. So now we'll write the answer. Yes, we will be getting the same translated figure. So you will look at the figure, what is the practical part of that I have explained, and by looking at the figure you will be able to understand yes, that is the translated figure of that particular object or not. So here you are supposed to write only yes or no. Now question number 4, that is related to your reflection. Now first 3 questions, question 1, 2 and 3, which already we have done, that is related to your translation of an object. Now question number 4, that is related to your reflection of an object. Now in reflection I have told you, you will find it out that you are raising right hand, then in the opposite figure or the person who is standing, or in mirror you will find it out that it is showing that you were raising the left hand. Fine. So if I put anything in front of a mirror, you will find it out that that is mirror reflection of that particular object. So in question 4 you have been given with a picture and you have to find it out. Is figure B the image of figure A when reflected through the line L. Now L is what? That is your mirror line, and when you will keep any object in front of that mirror line, you will find just opposite of that. So yes, that is opposite of that, that is your mirror line. Now fifth one is also a mirror related to mirror image, and sixth is also. So in all 5, 6 and 7, that is related to your mirror images, and the answer in all, that is your yes. Now question number 7 of this exercise 12.5. Mirror image that you can see in the figure, and then you can find it out. Now question number 7, we are going to find it out, the rotational symmetry. So let's do that rotational symmetry. Question number 7. Find the order of rotational symmetry. Find the order of rotational symmetry of each figure. Symmetry of each figure. Now you have been given with some figure, and you have to find it out, the rotational symmetry in that. Now rotational symmetry, I have told you, when you will be getting that first, the original position, that will become the order of rotational symmetry. Means how many times you are going to rotate that given figure, so that you will be getting that original figure. So that is your rotational symmetry. So we'll start with the A part. In A part, you have been given with this kind of a figure, and now you have to write the order of rotational symmetry. Now if I'll put it 1 here and 2 here, let's put it 1 and 2. I'm going to rotate it once, so 1 will come here, and when I'm rotating once again, then 1 will go to the original position. So what is the rotational symmetry here? 1 and 2. So you will write the order of rotational symmetry is rotational symmetry is 2. So what do you understand by this? That how many times you are going to rotate that original figure, so that you will be getting the actual figure, means the same figure. So that will be your rotational symmetry. So now we'll come to next. That is the third figure, that is your flat kind of a structure. This fan kind of a structure. And in this you are going to find it out, this fan kind of a structure. Now here you are having 1, 2 and 3. It means we are going to rotate 1, 2 and 3 times to get the original position. So here the order of rotational symmetry will be 3. Now we'll come to C part. One, 2, 3 and 4. How many times we are going to rotate it? 1, then 2, then 3, then 4 to get the original one. So what is the rotational symmetry here? 4. In all the question you have to write it like this only. The order of rotational symmetry is 3. The order of rotational symmetry is 4. Whatever answer you have to write it. Now we'll come to next, that is your D part. In D part you have been given with a wheel, and in that wheel you will be having this 8 part. Now what will be the rotational symmetry here? When you are having this 8 parts, so what will be the rotational symmetry now? So whenever we were having this 8 part, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So once the wheels start moving, after moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 position, then only it will come on this one place. So here the rotational symmetry will become 8. So what do you understand here? As many parts of that particular figure is having, that will become the order of rotational symmetry. So now next again we will be having a figure of, so I hope this A, B, C and D part is clear. Let's understand this A, B, C and D part again. See, A part we will be having this 1 and 2 figure, and when we are rotating from here 1 and then 2, then only this 1 will come on that original position. So that is what here the rotational order of rotational symmetry will become 2. Now we'll come to B part. We will be having 1, 2 and 3 figure. 1 is going to rotate once, then 2, then 3. Then only 1 will come on its original position. So here the order of rotational symmetry is 3. Next is what? C part. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here when we are going to rotate 1, 2, 3 and 4, then only 1 will come on the original position. So here the order of rotational symmetry is 4. As many times we are going to rotate that. See, I have hold this marker once, fine, like this, and I am rotating it once, fine. The original position was this, and I have rotated it once, 1, 2, then 3 and then 4, and then only I am getting the original position. So what is the order of rotational symmetry? That is 4, fine. If I am not going to rotate it like this, if I rotate it like this together, so the order of rotational symmetry, still because this is not possible, without stopping I cannot rotate it. So again the order of rotational symmetry will be 2, 180, then again 180. So here the order of rotational symmetry will be 2. Now here you can see an example of a wheel. In wheel, that wheel is divided into 8 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 parts. So when that wheel started moving from first position, then it will take a round and pass with all the 8 portions. That whole 8 portion will pass, and then that wheel will come on that original position. So that will become the order of rotational symmetry, that is 8. Now D part already we have done. E part you have been given with the fan again, having 4 parts, then again that part will be rotated like that only, and the order of rotational symmetry will become 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now the last one, that is F part, that is your hexagon. F part is your hexagon. Hexagon is having 6 sides, and this hexagon needs to move 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then only it will come on this original position. So here the order of rotational symmetry will become 6. So children, today we have done this exercise 12.5. In this we have done questions related to your translation of a 2D shape, then reflection, and then rotational symmetry and rotation. So children, here 8th question, fill in the boxes. That is line of symmetry you have to tell, rotational symmetry you have to tell, and order of rotational symmetry, whether it can be rotated and you will be getting the same one or not. So question 8 is your homework, so that you all will do it. And now I am going to finish our class. That's all for today, children. Have a good day.